Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Saturday edition of the Paranormal Weekend Morning Brew Show. I'm Nighthawk, your host, and we're going to get right into it. We're going to be doing something a little different today. I'm going to be talking about what's going on right now in our world and in our military and stuff. What affects our families and all that, and I'm going to announce the opening episode for the Operation Blackout Prepping for Survival podcast. And a couple other things. We'll be discussing quite a few things. Game camera pictures of cryptids and stuff like that too will be discussed today. So just hang tight, and I'll do the disclaimer, and we'll get on the way. This channel, Nighthawk High Strangeness podcast channel, may use some copyrighted material without specific authorization of the owner, but contends that it falls under the Fair Use, which is the Copyright Act of 1976. Nighthawk High Strangeness podcast channel and all the podcasts on the channel declare fair use of any and all content. For this use of criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, parody, and general knowledge only. Let's not forget the entertainment value. Per Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, otherwise known herein as the Fair Use Act. Okay, let me get that off of there. I'm going to put a couple things up on the screen today, everybody, that I want you to jot down. So if you have access to a pencil and paper or a pen and paper, you might want to do this, okay? And it's basically just pharmaceutical companies are going to destroy us, okay? And Tracy just told me this morning, we were discussing the next alleged biological release of something, like a cough. I don't want to get too in depth with the language of it because you know how they censor. So I just wanted to put together a few things to help out some people and have them write this stuff down so they have it. And I'm going to leave this stuff up on the screen this coming Wednesday. Okay. This coming Wednesday is going to be the premiere of the new podcast, the Prepping Survival podcast. It's called Operation Blackout, Prepping for Survival. Okay, and we're going to cover everything from like home remedies to PTSD to basically, how to de-stress during stressful, situations and catastrophic event survival, all kinds of stuff, natural disaster survival, at sea survival, in the woods in the middle of winter survival. I mean, we're gonna try and cover as much as we can on that topic, okay? And I'll be bringing people on. Several people in the chat know that they're going to be brought on. So when that happens, it'll happen at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday night. Okay, this is just the projected premiere, okay, of the new podcast. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. It'll be, probably twice a month, depending. Usually it'll be the same date and time every month too. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. I can't promise anything. The way the world is going right now, all I can tell you to do right now is I hope you got your preps in order, what you know to do. I hope you stocked up on whatever medications you need or botanical, natural healing stuff, herbs. Get yourself some catnip for sleeping. Get yourself some thyme for antibiotic and oregano for antibiotic. And you can make those into teas and drink them. I'll be showing you guys all that. Okay, so don't worry about that. On Wednesday we'll go over some of that too. Um, but right now, we have a situation. I'm going to go to the comment section, okay? And I'm going to put some things up as I talk so you guys can write down, okay? Now, here's something that I don't think a lot of you realized with corn silk, okay? You might want to write that down. It's good for blood pressure, chronic fatigue syndromes, diabetes. It's good for a lot of different things, okay? So write that down. Bladder infections. I mean, just literally everything. Okay, and it's 1 cup of boiling water, steeped for 10 minutes. Okay, with a tablespoon of the corn silk. Okay, so that's how you break it down. Okay, you let it steep for 10 minutes with the boiling water in a cup. Okay, and then you can pour it right out through a coffee filter into another cup. Okay. Um, I want you guys to have this because I know that there's a lot of people in the chat that suffer from diabetes, high blood pressure, and stress. And chronic fatigue syndrome would be like basically connective tissue disorder, or it's been known to be called as fibromyalgia. Okay. So I want you guys to basically jot this stuff down while we discuss some other things. Okay. Um, I'm sure you all know. Let me go to the comments here. Good morning, Ida. Good morning, Roxanne, Cynthia. Good morning, Ozzy Sue. Good to see you. Ray, good to see you. Um, yeah, we have got quite a bit in store for everybody. Okay. Um, this morning is just a spur of the moment to try and help everybody out to get a little bit ahead of the game with some of this natural remedy stuff. So, but go ahead and write some of that down, okay? And keep a ledger, with all this stuff in it close to you. Keep it in a backpack, okay, like a book bag or something, or a rucksack, something you can carry or wear on your back, um, because you're gonna need to. Okay, it's coming down to, you probably heard that we have sent 2 carrier groups to the Middle East. Okay. You probably heard that Iran has threatened to retaliate to Israel and the United States for something that was beyond typical civilians' control, due to the overbearing, obnoxious, egotistical people that are in control of our militaries. Okay. Um, anyways, we've got 2 carrier groups right now that are going to be deployed in the Middle East, along with um, 6 escort cruisers and battleships that are going to be part of the fleet, the escort fleet. So each carrier will probably have 6 to 7 escorting ships, which are going to be cruisers or destroyers or battleships. Um, on top of that, we already have 3 marine carrier groups right now with the helipads on them, each with somewhere around 2,500 Marines. Okay. So that being said, they are definitely getting ready for something. Okay. Whether it's the retaliation from Iran or not, for the unaliving of somebody, where a explosive device was put inside a mattress and said to be set off, which is pretty ingenious if you ask me. I mean, that is an ingenious way of doing it. I would have never suspected that at all. Um, yeah, we're trying. We're trying. Abbott, good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Anyways, it's getting to be a lot, okay, on a lot of people. And as we go on, things are going to be a lot worse. You're not going to be able to get your normal medications and stuff that you normally would get from prescriptions or whatnot. You're probably even going to be finding it difficult to find ordinary aspirin or acetaminophen on the shelves anymore. So that's why I want you guys to jot this stuff down, okay? Yeah, that Abbott, that is true. Yeah, they do have a natural gas deposit there. You're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right on that. But there's a lot more to it than just that too. There's other things going on too, brother, and it's not good. So just want to help out people to get a little bit ahead of the game. Okay, Juno, good to see you, brother. All righty. Let's see here. Let me go to the next picture that I'll post. Hopefully, you guys got that written down. That's 1 tablespoon of corn silk to 1 cup of boiling water. You steep it for 10 minutes, okay? And then you just filter it through like a coffee filter into another mug. And there you have it, okay? And that will help out with bladder infections, inflammation of the urinary system, inflammation of the prostate, and kidney stones. Okay. And it also is used for diabetes and the high blood pressure and chronic fatigue syndrome, which is otherwise known as fibromyalgia. Okay. Anyways, there's that. And then we're going to go down here to the next one. Um, this next one is going to be, where is it here? Here we go. I think this is it. Can't tell. My pictures on this side of StreamYard are very small. Thumbnails are very small, so I'm trying to. Yep, there we go. This is an electrolyte. Now, a lot of you with the heat and stuff, you're going to suffer from heat exhaustion, okay, or dehydration. This is a natural way to make your own electrolyte drinks, okay? It's basically 2 cups of filtered water, okay, a half a cup of lemon juice and lime juice or orange juice, okay, a quarter spoonful of the pink like Himalayan salt, and then 2 tablespoons of honey. Okay, you mix it together, and you've got yourself it's probably going to be even better than the store bought because it is all natural. Okay, so and that will help you guys with any dehydration and all that you're going to suffer from. Okay, so go ahead and jot that down. Put it the title of it, homemade electrolytes drink. That way you know what it is. Okay, I don't want you guys to second guess under stress. Because in stressful situations we all make mistakes. That's called being human. So there's that. I'm going to leave that up for a second for you guys to go ahead and jot that down. Some of this stuff I may have gone over already, but maybe you didn't get a chance to write it down before. And excuse me while I drink my coffee in the background because I'm having a hard time breathing. Okay. Just let me know if you guys need any more time. I write that down. Homemade electrolyte drink. 2 cups filtered water, a half a cup of lemon lime or orange juice. Could be one of those three. It could even be all those three, to tell you the truth. That would really make it a tropical drink. Yeah, orange juice, lemon juice, and lime. Preferably the actual fruit juice, not something that's like store bought. But you can buy organic stuff to put in it. Okay. So, and then, like I said, a quarter, looks like teaspoon of the pink Himalayan salt, and 2 tablespoons of honey. Okay. And you could add even 3 tablespoons of honey if you wanted that, because honey is very good for you. Okay, very good for your system. All right. So there's that, and then we're going to get into this next one here. This next one's going to be a little bit more in depth, but it'll have the stuff, directions with it. This is another anti-inflammatory juice mix. Okay. You get yourself 2 green apples, slice them up real good. Okay. You can leave the skins on them if you want. It doesn't matter. But you're gonna really blend it up real good. You want 2 cucumbers. Okay. 4 stalks of celery. The celery, I don't think a lot of you know that celery is a good anti-inflammatory. Okay. Um, and spinach will assist that also with the anti-inflammatories. So if you're having a lot of back pain, knee pain, sciatic pain, that kind of stuff, this actually would be good for it also. Okay. But you're going to do the 2 green apples, 2 cucumbers, 4 stalks of celery, 2 handfuls of spinach. Okay. 1 lemon. Okay. And 1 knob of ginger. Ginger is the key to this. Okay. And you're going to blend it all together and stick it in a mason jar and just put it somewhere where it's cool and shaded, so it's not in direct sunlight, and you will have something for your bad backs or inflamed muscles and nerve pain and stuff like that. Okay, so I'll leave that up there for a couple minutes for you all to jot down. And let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Let me go back. Yeah, colloidal silver and St. John's wort's another good one. Again, this is just stuff to just kind of help everybody out. And this is not, I'm by no ways and means saying that I'm medically authorized to do this, but I mean, if you can stitch yourself up and you can make your own medical needs for pains and stuff out there in the wilderness and do the herbology like I can, then you do have some knowledge. So, and with this stuff, it's very easy to make. Okay, so let's go ahead and write that down. No, Roxanne, no water is needed to any of that, because it's all gonna, when you're doing the apples and the cucumbers and all that, it's all gonna have its own juices inside it, and that's what really makes this stuff work. Is the juice, the actual juice, okay, from the actual apples and cucumbers, celery, all that, okay. So yeah, and then you've got the honey and stuff too is going to make it, to where it's going to be a type of liquid, okay. And then you just, you can take it a couple tablespoons a day for your back pain or inflammation or whatnot, muscle pain. If you want to water it down, I guess you could, but I would use only distilled water, because let me tell you why, okay? They are putting in so many chemicals in your water, okay? Now, if you wanted to affect a population, let's say, if you wanted to affect a population and basically get a cough started around the world, one of the best ways to do it is through a water supply. Okay. So we have to remember that when we buy stuff at the store, gallons of water and all that, you're probably better off buying the distilled water than the filtered, purified drinking water. And I'll tell you why. Okay. Because the purified drinking water has potassium permanganate added to it. It has ferric chloride acid added to it. It has other coagulants added to it. Okay. Plus, it has sodium, some salt is added to it, um, for alkalinity. And then you're going to have chlorine gas or chlorine itself directly liquid added to it. Okay. Not to mention fluoride. Okay. So you've got all these toxic chemicals that are toxic to the human body going into drinking water coming out of your tap. Okay. Unless you're tapped into a spring or a well, um, where you have control of your water. Okay. So that's why I suggest distilled water. Okay. If you're going to mix it with this stuff. Okay. To thin it up a little bit. Let me see here. Where's the next one at? Oh, I didn't put the next one up. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I think that's all I got right now. Let me see here. I thought I had one more here for you guys. Let me don't. Must not have uploaded it. Okay. Anyways, there's those three. Okay. That'll get you guys started on it. Okay. Jot that stuff down in a some kind of a binder or something to use. I'll take that off of there. Okay. All right. Now this is something here. Um, One of the things that they're going to start doing is they're going to start putting certain, how do I want to say this, certain types of things in prescription medication that's going to specifically affect people that have heart disease and diabetes or high blood pressure. Okay. Um, this has been announced already. Um, and it's in the works, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's probably not already in some of the prescription medication. Okay. This is no ways and means for me to tell you not to, not to take your medications. But if you have medications, what I would do, and this is just me, okay, again, I'm a little weird like this, all right? Better to be weird and alive than to be not weird and unalived. So, but what I would do is I would take the medication. You know how they say don't keep in direct sunlight? You know why that is? It's because the vitamin D in the sunlight is a way of purification, okay? And if you set your medications out in sunlight, even for a day, okay, outside the bottle, put it on a plate and just set it in a windowsill or something and let the sunlight hit it. Your odds of getting any type of contaminant out of those pills increases by about 30%. Okay, so it'll be a little bit more safer for you to take and not have to worry. But I wouldn't leave it out any more than a day, to tell you the truth. Okay. And then I'd put it right back into the bottle after I clean the bottle. Okay. Clean and disinfect the bottle, dry it out real good, and then put the pills back in the prescription bottle. Okay. And that's just, my suggestion. Okay. Jalapenos. Yeah, that is good. They're good for vitamins, all right. Good for a few other things too. All righty. All right. Well, I'm gonna go and we're gonna start putting in some pictures of game trail cameras. Okay. Um, things that are heating up. Um, just do what you can. You know. What we typically do in our household is if we see a buy one get one free type of a thing at a grocery store, we get the freebie. Okay. That's how you stock up for things, okay? Or visit the clearance aisles and stuff, or some stores will have like dried goods and stuff, beans and stuff, and rice, um, that's already ready to be stored in food grade biodegradable buckets. Um, I would recommend you get food grade biodegradable buckets to store stuff in, because if you don't, you run a risk on cross contamination and all this other stuff getting into your food supply, and you don't want that. Okay. Another thing you can do is stock up on jerky. I know it's corny, but stock up on jerky. I know it's chock full of preservatives and shit, but you know what? You're going to need that protein. Okay. That's a way to get it. All right. You can select the better jerky if you want, or you can make your own jerky. We'll be going over that on the new channel also, on how to do your own jerky. Okay. If you have dehydrators, like the West Bend dehydrators and some of the other ones, start dehydrating your fruits and your vegetables. Your bananas. Make banana chips. Slice up carrots real thin and dehydrate them like a carrot chip. Like a potato chip, but a carrot. It'll be sweet tasting, like a sweet potato chip or a sweet potato fry. You can do tomatoes that way. Dehydrate them. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can dehydrate for food preserving. All right. So, all right. Let's see here. Now we're going to get into trail cam pictures. Okay. And again, that podcast is going to be Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. For the prepping channel. Okay. Wagyu jerky. Okay. Yeah. I would be a little cautious. I know the Wagyu jerky is probably good, and the Wagyu Japanese beef is probably good, but the Japanese people have been learning to take, how do I want to say this, human feces and process the carbon out of it and reproduce that into beef that you eat. Okay. So, you know, it's lab created. It's not going to be grass fed beef. Um, so I would definitely be cautious when you're buying meats. Don't buy any type of meat that has like a flavor preservative on it. You know how they put like marinara on beef and stuff and steaks and stuff and try to sell them. They put that marinara on that meat because the meat's already past the expiration date, and it's there to mask any type of odor that would make you sense that meat is bad. Okay. So we have to keep that in mind. Okay. You're going to have to really be on your toes, everybody, to deal with this. Okay. You really are. And my stuff, I can only give you advice. Okay. So, and what I would do personally. So I would be a little cautious on the meats and stuff that you get, and the poultry that you get, and even the fish that you get um, from the grocery stores. Okay, it's like I said the other day. You need to probably get together, get a little group of people together, and maybe go in on buying a beef cow or beef cattle from a local rancher or farmer, and pay them directly for it, if you know what I mean. And then you all can divvy up, however you want it processed, you know. Or if you're an avid hunter and you know how to hunt and you know what to look for with the uh, CWS, the chronic wasting disease, or CWD, I mean, chronic wasting disease that's affecting a deer and elk and all that. And if you know you can hunt and you can get something out of your property or property near yours, then by all means, as long as you're doing it honorably, I don't got a problem with that either. So, wow, $16 a bag for jerky. Wow. Yeah, jerky's gotten expensive. All right. Now we're going to get into the pictures here. This is a picture that somebody took while they were camping. Okay. And this picture actually is a legitimate picture. I did a background search on it, an imaging search, and it came back that it was okay. And the person that posted it originally. But this picture here, it's kind of, I mean, you can kind of make out, like in the dark black area, you can see the two specks for eyes. They're pretty far apart, for that. But it's hard to tell with this picture whether that's lights in a distance that we're seeing in the background of this picture, and it just kind of fits with the shadowing effect to make it look like there might be a Bigfoot standing there or a dog man. So I wouldn't jump on board 100% that this is actually a cryptid creature standing there. It could be shadow play causing pareidolia, and that could be distant lights, say somebody's front porch, or even a campsite, So I would really just err on the side of caution when posting this kind of a picture, because it's not conclusive that it's actually what it looks like, okay, that it appears to be. So, all right. The next one is going to be this one, which has been going around lately. Bigfoot believers out there. Excuse me while I take a drink of my coffee. This one, well, my first question is, where's his head? I don't even know where to begin with this one. Even if he was hunched forward, you would see a head, or at least what would resemble as somebody's noggin. So I don't know if this was just photo cropped. I don't know. I mean, I couldn't. They posted it on Bigfoot Believers as being authentic, and I'll hold to that. I mean, Daryl's a brother. I would all hold to that. It looks like it could be legitimate. It's got the date and time stamp down below. Let me get that banner off of there so you can see that. And see how it's got the date and time stamp, down there on the bottom. So, it is what it is. I'm just a little curious as to, did it have a dog face or an ape face or a human looking face, or or is it a bear? I mean, without seeing that facial structure, you can't really make out what it could possibly be. So I'm erring on the side of caution with this one. I can't say if it's a Bigfoot or not. If it is, it's probably a juvenile or a young one, just by the stance that it has. I just don't know. I can't go out on a limb and say that I'm 100% convinced that this is real. I could put a date and stamp code on the bottom of anything and repost it, and make you believe that it's real. But, I don't. I'm honest that way. So, but if they say it's real, I'll agree with them. Okay, it's real. All right. Let me go to the chat here. Hey, Uncut, good to see you. Alrighty. Let's go back to. Sorry. Let's see here. Now. All right, where is it? Tell me that one didn't upload either. Are you kidding me? Oh, here's one for you. Okay, now I want to ask you guys, does this look like pareidolia or does this look like the Glimmer Man? Okay, take a peek. You see it? If you see it, put so in the chat. This is an actual photograph, but I'm not completely sold that it's been hazed up to appear like it's something more than it's not. Somebody could have a very good photo editing software, professional grade to make it look like this. Not to say that the Glimmer Man doesn't exist, because I've even had my run-ins with it, even here on our property. When I videotaped a portal on the property a while back, I think it was like 2 years ago. So, but that's just curious to me. It could be shading effects. It could be, different things leading into it looking like a figure standing there. But hard to say, you know. I'm 50-50 on that one. Okay. Now, if it was this, I would say, oh yeah, that's the Glimmer Man. But we all know what that's from. That's from the Predator movie. So, all right. Okay. Well, that is what I had this morning to show you all. Again, Wednesday night at 10:30 Eastern, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing the Operation Blackout, Prepping for Survival podcast. And I have yet to set up a guest on it. So if you know somebody that wants to be a guest on it, we can pick their brain, pick it clean. Send me a direct message on the messenger, and we'll get it set up. Okay. Until then, everybody, have a very, very good rest of your day. Don't stress. Remember, there's going to be rumors of wars and rumors of wars. There's going to be false prophets. There's going to be all kinds of weird shit that we're seeing and hearing. But keep your faith. That's your true test. Okay. And I will see you all. Eric will be on tomorrow morning with us, and we'll do our normal program tomorrow. I just wanted to get this information out to everybody, so everybody can at least have some idea of what to prepare for. I would say if you have prescription medication and you're a diabetic, or you have a heart problem, be very, very careful with your medications. Because I wouldn't put it past them to actually do what they're saying with the next cough, instead of putting it in the you know what. There's ways I got to figure out how to talk about this stuff. But anyways, basically, don't get that. And when you get your medications, your prescriptions, leave them out on a plate in the sun, um, for at least 6 hours, I'd say minimum. Let the sunlight hit them, disinfect them. It'll take some of whatever potencies off of it. As far as if they added anything more than what's supposed to be in the prescriptions, that day is coming. Okay. Um, I don't know what to say, guys. Just I'll look through you guys Wednesday night, and we'll get you as prepared as we can in a short period of time we got to do it in. Okay. Everybody, have a great rest of your day, and thanks for popping in. Sorry it's not a longer podcast, but I just don't have it in me today to do it. I'm pretty haggard. So, anyways, everybody have a great day, okay? And we'll see you Wednesday night or tomorrow morning, actually, at 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay? Take care, everybody.